Juan del Sur. So we are actually sitting in our apartment right now in San Juan del Sur. Been here for about a month in this apartment, and we're leaving tomorrow to Costa Rica, so it's pretty sad.
Yeah, very bittersweet for sure.
But this is the best town in all of Nicaragua, I'd say.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure it's just a fact.
Yeah.
It's my fourth time here. I think I started coming here the first time in 2017, and it hasn't changed much. It's an awesome little community. A lot of expats, a lot of backpackers. You might know it as like the Sunday Funday town, and surfing, kind of main thing it's known for. But it's a really cool spot. If you're just arriving here, I'd say the first thing to do is rent a scooter. If you're gonna be here for a few days or something, rent a scooter. It's worth it. It's super cheap. It's like a daily rate's like 20, 25 bucks a day. And if you do by a month or by the weeks, you can get even better than that. Sometimes 17. Ours is like $9, $10 a month.
Yeah, we got a semi-automatic.
Yeah, for a full month.
When you tell them that you're going to be here for a month, they're like, oh, okay. And they give you way cheaper prices.
Super easy to
Like
paddle.
this apartment that we're in right now was $350 for a month. $350 USD for a month.
Yeah, it's a nice one too.
Yeah, and our bike was $9 for a day. Yeah.
So I would suggest if you want something like more economical and easy to drive, the Honda Navis are my favorite. I'm gonna buy one when I go back to California. They're really cool.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to do that, you can always, if you don't feel comfortable driving, go to Casa de Oro. It's like a hostel in the downtown. It's kind of like the central hub for backpackers as far as like information. So if you don't know what to do, go to San Juan, go to the center, and go to Casa de Oro. And there they have like all the activities on the walls of what you can do there. You can do surf lessons right from Casa de Oro. And the main thing is they have shuttles to all the beaches. And they actually have a plaque over there of all the beaches laid out. And they show you which one's the best for surfing, which one's the best for like swimming, best for food. The main beaches you'll hear about are like Hermosa Beach and Playa Maderas. And I would say if your first time, if you want to beach, you want to surf, maybe learn how to surf, just go to Playa Maderas because it's like a kind of the spot. It's like the happening spot for sure. The busiest beach, but they're really good surfing for advanced surfers. Decent sized waves. Even right now, off season, there is overhead waves, like barrels too. But there's also like longboarders learning how to surf for the first time. So nice mellow, like all around beach. And a couple, 2 or 3 little beach bars. Kind of expensive, but everyone's hanging out there. All the backpackers go there. Everyone who lives in like the area, expats hang out there a lot.
Yeah.
And if you walk down the beach, there's little like coves here and there, so you can kind of get away from everyone and find your own little private beach if you want to.
Yeah, we found our own little nook on the beach, which was so perfect.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Yeah, definitely.
Second most popular you'll hear about is probably Playa Hermosa, and so that's south of San Juan del Sur. And if you want to go there, same thing, Casa de Oro, or just look it up on Maps.me and drive down. It's like a 35-minute drive, a little longer. You have to pay $100 Cordovas each to get through. It's like $3 US to get through the gate. And once you're there, it's like super safe. There's only one restaurant there, and you can like leave your computer on the table if you're, it's really safe there. And really good Wi-Fi if you're like looking to do some work on the computer while you're at the beach. That's the spot to go to.
Yeah, it's like an all-day spot for sure too. Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Super cush seats too, little hammocks. It's awesome. A lot of our like local expat friends too, they go there a lot just because it's peaceful and it's a massive, massive beach. They actually filmed some of the Survivor series there, which we heard about later.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
But as far as surfing, it's really good. There's a rock in the middle, and on either side of that, there's lefts and rights. I got the longest barrel of my life there. That was like years ago. And if it's kind of fast waves, you can always go to the north point, and there's little chunkier waves there, and you can always get something. So good for surfing too. But a lot of stingrays, so shuffle your feet.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we saw actually a lot of stingrays at all the beaches here.
Yeah.
Clive was down at the beach in San Juan del Sur, and he saw a fisherman obviously trying to catch fish, but he ended up catching pufferfish and stingrays as well. And Clive was so shocked, like how many there were. It's insane.
Yeah, I was picking him up, like he had like probably 20 of these stingrays on the beach, so we were picking them up with like my 2 sandals and putting them back in the water so they survive.
Yeah.
And this guy, the local, was there, was picking them up with their hands. I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
You can see their barbs sticking up. Ooh. Yeah.
It's crazy.
But whenever it's like a kind of a sandy beach, really mellow, like incline, it's probably a big stingray spot. So shuffle.
Yeah, I stepped on one, but luckily it was like right, I think, on the tail by the barb, so it was close enough to the barb that he couldn't like go back and get me. But I knew for sure it was a stingray. I was like, oh my gosh, terrifying. So shuffle.
So another beach you'll hear about, and probably one of my favorites now. I'd actually never been here in the past or even heard of this beach. It's called Playa Remanso. It's not quite as far to Hermosa. as Hermosa, but it's on the way. And this beach is really cool. You pull up there. It's on a dirt road, tiny little beach. There's a couple little like restaurant things. You can hang out there, get some food, get some drinks.
Very
Everyone's
reggae vibes.
reggae vibes. Everyone's hanging out on the beach, and it's really good for longboarding. Like first time surfers, it's really mellow, predictable waves, and they're like tiny, and they're perfect for if you're scared of the ocean but want to learn how to surf. Like that's the spot for that.
Yeah, it's like
Cool.
me.
Another one we went to for the first time in my life was Playa Yankee, and we actually went there to camp. So it's a pretty famous surf spot. When you enter Playa Yankee, it's pretty far out there, like a little past Hermosa actually. But you pull up to the gate where you park your scooters, and there's this big entryway. Looks all tiki and like weird. Like
Yeah.
it looks way too nice for being abandoned. But it was actually the entrance built for Survivor on one of the shows.
Yeah.
So you go out to the beach, and there's like one little resident house there with some goats and farm animals walking around, but there's nothing. Just this big open beach. And we actually decided to camp there. So.
What happened to your tent? This thing is being held together by paracord and one pole. Well, we got to wake up this beautiful place.
So good spot to camp. I mean, definitely be careful with your stuff. Locals
Yeah.
walk around over the night time, like during the night to, I'm not sure, maybe poaching sea turtles or eggs, something like
We
that.
weren't sure.
So,
One was walking around at like 3 a.m. and I happened to be
Mhm.
awake, and he was kind of like walking around our campsite. So I kind of like called out to him, just telling him like, "Hey, I'm awake. I see you," type thing, And then he was like, "Oh, disculpe," and then walked away. So we're like, "Okay, what were you doing, man?"
it's like opportunists,
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get hurt there, but if they walk by and there's like a bike helmet they want, they might take it. So
For sure.
just be careful with your
But
stuff.
the surfboards were all out, and like he didn't take anything.
Yeah, but it's a really good beach. So the next morning we woke up and there's it's really good for surfing. So at low tide, you go to the far north side of the beach, and there's a little point break there, like really good rights. And at high tide in the morning, when we woke up, everyone was surfing like 8 a.m. There's probably like 5 people out there. There's one little spot where the wave really chunks up, and it's a big hollow barrel. And that was actually my favorite surf session of the entire trip right there. There's like no one there, and a handful of friends there surfing, and everyone was really courteous to each other in the water. And I got some really good little barrels there, so
It's
had a
ideal.
blast.
Yeah, and woke up to that area. We didn't have to go anywhere. It was just right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the last beach, Playa Merced.
Playa Maderas, yeah. This
Hermosa.
one's really funny. I wouldn't say you'd go there to like spend too much time. It's right next to Maderas. Like there's a little rocky outcropping that probably separates the beaches.
You'll see it on your way to Maderas.
Yeah, the road splits off Maderas and Messiah, and it's a beautiful enough beach. Like no surf there. It's a little more blocked off from the open ocean. One little restaurant that was blasting music, kind of a fun vibe there. But why you should go there, just for like half an hour at least, is because there's a little lagoon that probably during the rainy season connects to the ocean. But it's still like freshwater lagoon right there, and mangroves and cranes in there picking out little birds. But there's crocodiles in it. They have 3 crocodiles.
Yeah.
And they have
We were so shocked. We had no idea.
Yeah.
We like pulled up on our scooter, and we're like, "Wait, is that a croc in the water?" There's no way. It was so close to everything. There were like dogs running around, horses, kids, and it's just right there. Oh, there's a croc.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
His name is Paco.
Paco.
And I guess he gets fed every day by the woman who owns the restaurant. So I guess she's got some pet turtle,
Paco, yeah.
pet crocodiles.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, when we got there, just sitting there, and there's no barrier, no signs really. Signs of no swimming, but
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if it's just extra docile because I have a photo of actually kind of Paco in the middle of the lagoon, and then the background there's a beach and kids playing on it. Like it's not far away. He's right there.
Yeah.
There's a crocodile. So like a
And we
full
saw
size
dogs
crocodile.
going down there like to poop, or there was also a dog laying on the bank just sleeping.
Like right in the water's edge. So he must be a well-fed crocodile because he seems pretty docile.
Yeah.
But go check out Paco.